Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Tonight I have a review for you of Explode the Code books 1, 1.5, and 2. And so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is Explode the Code book 1. The whole point of what they learn in this book is they're going to learn all of the short vowels. Okay? And I'll just briefly go through the different activities they have. It starts with a post test to just make sure they know all of their consonants. Then it starts with lesson 1, and it's starting with short A. So this is look at what sound is over here and match it with the picture that starts with that sound. Then you're going to have match the word with the word in this column and circle it. Write the vowel. This one is read it, copy it, circle it. Okay. And this one is look at the picture, spell it. So you're going to pick which letter it is and then write it out. This is read it. We like to read it and then find the picture and then write it down. Or sometimes I have them read all of the words and then like read it, find the picture, read it, find the picture, read it, find the picture. And then when we've read them all, then come down here and write them in while I'm helping somebody else do something else. So most of this they can do pretty well independently. Just every now and then they'll circle the wrong thing and I'll have to get them to come back and redo it. And I like that they use names. So they get used to seeing that names are capitalized. They throw a name in there every now and then, which is good. They have these short sentences. They have to read it and check the one that matches the picture. Then by the time they get to this lesson, this is the end of lesson 1, they should be able to write the words they've been practicing on their own, or pretty close to their own. They should be familiar with the pictures at least. So this is going to have short A for a while. Then we're going to come back here and you're going to have short I. Beginning short I. And it's basically, you know, the amount of choices is getting more complex. But it's basically repeating the same thing over and over with different words. Okay, so that's book 1. Where does it say well? Where? Well, it's going to start with what? Yep.
Okay. Here I go. It's red.
All right, do the next one.
Why there are X's?
That's just the answer today.
Jeff.
Will the hat fit Jeff?
Mommy.
Why not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this is book 1.5. And the deal with these are for review and reinforcement. So you do not have to have the half books. I didn't know that before I ordered this. So I ended up having a copy. So I ended up ordering an extra one. And my girls are going to start off with this for kindergarten and then go to book number 2 since we've already done book number 1. So this, I'll tell you what this goes over. And I think I ended up with mismatched editions on this too, which is perfectly fine with me because it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so this should just review what they've just done in their last book, only some of the format is a little bit different and the words, the spaces are a little bit smaller for them to write on. The words are a little smaller, so we'll see how they adapt to that. I have a feeling they'll do just fine with it. This is a different format than they've had, which is read the sentence and fill in the blank. So that should be a fun thing for them, something different to do. And they have this, which they've done. And this looks familiar too. And they'll have this, which is, we'll have to see how they do with this, if they can figure out what the order of the sentences. And this is some more read the sentence and see if it matches, which one matches the picture. So that's book 1.5. It kind of goes just like the other one did. It goes through the same format throughout the book. Okay, and this is book 2. And for these, I think I ended up with the first edition because the price when I finally ordered these and figured out I could choose the edition, I just chose the cheaper one because it doesn't make that big of a difference to me. So this is what this book covers. It's basically the blends. This is where you start. And you're going to get the beginning blends, some ending blends here. And that's pretty much it. So beginning and ending blends is what we're going to be learning. So it starts off with these. You're going to look at the picture, circle the blend that it starts with. Then you're going to go to match the word with the word that says the same thing. Which these can really trip them up. So it's really good teaching them attention to detail when they're looking at words. And then this one is the same format of the other ones as you're probably getting used to seeing. So now we're changing up here. Similar to what they've done before, only they're throwing in a sight word and a question mark. Instead of giving them a list of words to choose from. This is the same as what they've done before. They're going to write it down below. And then this they've done before is the spell and write. These are yes/no questions. They just check yes or no depending on which one it is. And these can be funny. So my kids don't mind reading them. They just kind of... Now sometimes they don't catch the meaning real well. I always go back and review and make sure they understood it. And sometimes when I read it back to them, they'll get the meaning better. But in general, my kids have pretty good comprehension of what they read. So see, we've gone through several activities. By the time you get over here, they're going to know how to spell this word on their own, typically. So, and it's just going to repeat that throughout the whole book with the different blends. Beginning and ending both. Okay, so this is the teacher's guide. And honestly, I'm not much of a teacher's guide follower. Just because usually we have so much going on. I don't have time to refer to a teacher's manual when I'm teaching them. And I'm not real good about pulling it out when I'm not teaching them. So, but I looked at it today again after, I think I used it the first lesson we did out of book one. And then I just kind of let them go on their own with it. But it does have some really good activities. So, and it does make it a little bit more hands-on rather than just a workbook. So it has a lot of oral things you do, just like listening activities that you're telling them words to either say or, repeat. Like this one is ask the student to tell you the last sound in the following words. Can. So they're going to tell you what's the last sound in that word. They review skills that you've already done. They tell you to introduce new vocabulary. That's just telling you if there's a word that your kid's not going to know, like a lad, you're going to tell them what it is as it comes up. It tells you to introduce sight words so that they'll be able to read them. And I found my girls, I mean, honestly, we didn't go through this, and they just picked it up. As they read those sentences over and over, they've picked up those words, which is awesome. Complete the pages. Then they have little other, how to develop fluency, how to help with comprehension. They suggest you have them do some writing and different things. So that is what the teacher's manual looks like, and it just pretty much goes the same for both. It might have still like segmentation. It has different activities just throughout here. So it's worth checking out, I think, if you're a teacher's manual person especially. Okay, are you hanging in there so far? Because I have one more thing to show you, and it's the difference between, what's the difference, if you've noticed, there's a difference in price between edition 1 and edition 2. Well, I happen to have a mix-matched thing going on with book 1 and book 1.5. So I'm going to just compare them side by side so you can see for yourself if it's worth saving a couple bucks or not. So that's what's coming next. What's the difference between the first edition versus the second edition? So I'm just going to briefly tell you the difference. This is version 1, or edition number 1 on the book 1. If you'll notice, the U's, when it's printed, it's just a cup it up and there's no leg down on it. But when they want them to write, it, then they put that little leg on it. So if that makes a difference to your student, if you think it would, then that's a reason why not to go with edition 1, and then you'll see the difference between, so let me scan this whole page and this one. Okay, the font is just a little different. It's bigger in the 2nd edition. So if you have a kid that needs bigger print for some reason, you know, and they have some pictures that they want them to circle. So let me see if I can find it. See on here it says read it, copy, and circle it. And on this one, let me see if I can flip back to page 52 over here. Read it, copy it, and exit. So that's the main differences I see in these. Okay, so that's book 1. And this is book 1.5. And this is the difference between it and edition 2. So you see the font is smaller on this one. You come over here. So that's the difference, in case you were wondering. And I don't know how I'm going to decide who gets what. I guess whoever had edition 1 this year will have edition 2 of the next one. We'll do it that way. That sounds fair. Okay guys, so that's my review, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some good information. And my kids broke my tripod, so I'm tired of holding the video for a million takes, so that's why I'm at this weird angle. That's my review. I hope you liked it. You know, give it some love, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Okay, I thought I was done, but I wasn't done yet. I totally need one of those, like, marker, take 15, 20, I don't know what take this is, but, and I'm so tired. It's been a long day, peeps. But I just wanted to tell you, I am planning to do a review of books 3 and 4 and the teacher's manual that goes with them, and I will get that up at some point. I haven't made it yet, so hey, it'll be a different outfit. Great. So anyway, thank you for watching again, and yeah, bye.